What is up, people, and welcome back to the channel. So, as you can see from the picture, wherever it was, the blue one's back in town. Ta-da! So, we've dragged it out of its little storage, and it's surprisingly stored quite well. So, we're having a bit of a stop on this, because I need to get this done. So, the last time this raced was in 2023. Yeah? Then it didn't move at all in 24, and it did one day at Brighton Park. He did a couple of hot laps around, and then that's it. So he hasn't moved much. So what we need to do for this is, here we've got a new chain, because for some reason there's no chain on it. There's also no sprocket on it. But I want to change the sprocket anyway, because I had the taller sprocket on it for Silverstone. Well, now I need the smallest sprocket I've got for Brands Hatch, because I need more acceleration at Brands than I do top end. So we've got to put the smaller gearing in it, or bigger gearing, whatever fucking gearing. We've got two new Willwood master cylinders, just the same as what's on there. One of them's a bit sticky, so I'm just going to replace both of them. That's the chain link. We've got two new outer CV joints, which have got to go on. Because ones that are on there are got a bit of play in it. Now this thing just uses, get off, normal mini outer CVs. It's quite good on them, but I think we've got a bit of wear in the splines. So we've got CV joints, brakes to do, new chain, sprocket, and the biggest thing we've got to do, come on. The biggest thing we've got to do is fix that crack. Do you remember the last time when I was going to race it, I didn't race it because I found that crack in the manifold? That's when I took the chain and sprocket off, wasn't it? So, if I point this down there, is there anywhere I can hold this onto? Hang on, if I put that like that, put that like that, well, you can... Can you see my crack? Yeah. So that crack goes all the way around the bottom tube, and you can see it on the top tube as well, can't you? So basically both of these tubes are going to break off. Now this manifold is an Ashley, I think. Ashley steel, mild steel. So they're light as fuck. But they're not really designed to last. Now this has been on here till I know of 12 years. Yeah, Connor's 12. I bought this when Connor was 1, I think. And it was already built then. So the manifold is past its sell-by date. That's why the last time I used it, I was getting exhaust smell in the car. Because the fucking manifold was breaking off. So, we have either got to try and repair it in the car, or take the engine out to get the manifold out. Because you can't get the manifold out with the engine in. But you got to remember, it's Wednesday now. Thursday, Friday. Then we have got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We've got 6 days. 6 days. We've got to do brakes, check bearings, ball joints, chain, sprockets, fix a manifold. 6 days. On the 7th day, we've got to be at Brands. And that's with no other issues. We've got to get all the tyres moved around. Oh, God. Why did I say I'd do it? Anyway, so, yes, that's what we've got to do. The front brakes, got to clean the discs off because they've gone a bit scabby because they've just been sitting where this car's been sitting. But the inside is stored really well. My steering wheel hasn't gone mouldy for a change. Remember, I'm moaning that my steering wheel constantly goes mouldy. My stop clock has still got working. So anyhow, it doesn't smell or anything. It's just like I got out and left, which is what I did. I just got out and left. Right, yeah, so that's what we need to do. So, I think, why do I keep saying so? It's so fucking annoying. See what I mean? Can you... Anyway, I was about to say it then, people. Prioritise. We need to prioritise. You know what I could do? If you take the engine out, I could drop the sump off, give the sump a clean. Because it's been stood for so long, there'll be some debris in the bottom of that. There won't be debris. Normally the oil on this engine runs really clean, like beautiful gold. But I noticed the last time I used it, when it had been sat for like a year, the oil was a little bit black. So that means there's sediment build up in the bottom of the sump. So I'd rather clean that out. Yeah, I think we're going to have to take the engine out, people. But that won't take long. It's literally up, top frame, fluid, and she's out. So we do that. Yeah, we're going to get the engine out, get the exhaust off. Because that exhaust is going to be fun. I might just patch it all the way around. Right, let's get this front end off. Right, so the front end's off. And I have decided we're going to whip the engine out. So I'm going to drop you on time lapse because it's easier that way. So fluids out, drive shafts out, gear selector off, loom off, under the cradle, lift it off. Then we've got to get the exhaust out. It's one piece, see, pretty much. So just inside there, that's where the V-band is. So I've also got to take all the covers off the inside. Actually, I haven't. There's one separate one here. We'll pull the manifold out and see what we can do. Well, I'm going to go and grab me a coffee and then we'll drop this motor. Motor out. That took about 40 minutes. So it doesn't take long. But there's a couple of things I did wrong last time I put it in. So normally the throttle cable and the blipper goes the same way around this tube. But I went opposite ways. So I had to undo all the bits off that. I added a wire in for the charging system, but didn't put a connector engine bay side. So I had to undo that. I was like, the oil, the chain luber system. Ideally, I should have done something a bit better than that. That was a pig. Apart from that, the dish didn't have to come out, did it? Because it wasn't connected. It didn't have a chain on it. Yeah. So, the engine is out. So, let's have a look at this. It is basically snapped off all the way around, both pipes. There's literally just a little bit of weld, top and bottom, holding them together. So something somewhere came out of alignment and it was putting pressure on the manifold. It must have. So what I've got to do is try and fix it the best I can. Because I bodged this manifold many years ago. This manifold used to come around, up and down. So it's a TLE, I don't know what that is. I thought it was an Ashley, but it mustn't be. So So really, it needs a new manifold, but it ain't fucking having one. So we'll be fixing that. That is what you call nice bit of crackage. So we'll be fixing that in the next video. Yeah, well, there we go. Nice and simple. So we've got to fix that, clean this, clean all that while we're in here. We may as well. And then check ball joints, drop shafts out so we can do the CV joints. Bish bosh bosh. Right, well, hang on. I don't even know how long this video's been. Well, if it's been long enough, I'll end it here. And if not, I won't. Right. Catch you next one, people. See you later.